Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today the new update has dropped and with it we now have a new Chinese heavy tank line culminating in the BZ-75 at tier 10. I want to have a quick look today at this tank, compare it to some of its competitors like the 60TP and the VK-7201. I chose these tanks because I feel that it's most similar to them. And we will gonna have a look at gun choice, gun statistics and armor profile, and then we will be seeing two ace tanker games sent by one of our community members. Alright, let's dive straight into it with gun selection. You will notice that this tank, unlike others, has a selection of two guns. One, it's a standard-ish gun, I would say, because it's using the normal ammo, and then you have heat and high explosive. The DPM on all of these ammo choices is very similar to the ones that you have on the 60TP and VK, so it's about 2.6k with standard ammo, 2.6 almost on the 60TP and almost 2.7 on the VK, so not widely different. Penetration values are also quite similar in the range of 250 to 260. But if you choose the other gun, which is a bit different, which is using standard ammo, and then it has two choices of high explosive shells, your DPM can actually go to 2.9k with the premium high explosive, which has the penetration of 180 millimeters. So if you are the kind of player that chooses where it shoots and you are sure that you will going to pen most of these shots with the high explosive premium, that might be a good gun for you and it might be able to get a lot more damage into the battles. Let's look a bit at gun handling. So with gun rammer and all of these standard shells here, you have aim time of 2.5 seconds and a dispersion of 0.34. It's not bad for a heavy tank, and I think it's quite similar to what you get on the other two tanks. So it's 2.04 and 0.34 on the 60TP, so almost the same. And then you have a bit better dispersion on the VK. I don't think in battle you will actually feel a difference. The first gun, it's a bit better. You can see that it's 1.63 aim time and then 0.31 dispersion, so it's a slightly better gun. Now, if we go to armor profile, you will notice that it has an interesting shape of the turret. It's a bit of a beak if you want. So seeing it from the front, you will notice that there are some areas that you want to target. So these cupolas up top, they are about 250, 280 millimeters. So if you choose to shoot one of these on the side, they will be about 250. When in a hull down position, they should be still about 270, even though a bit harder to hit. But you can see, because it's a beak, I think most players will prefer playing it flat, because you will go looking at it like here, you will have about 370 millimeters to 400 millimeters on the top of the turret, and you will have about 300 to 320 on the bottom of the turret, and then the upper plate is about 340 and here it's about 330. So ideally you play it like this, you try to hide your hull as much as possible, and then people will try to shoot the lower part of the turret, which, because it's not so big, might result in actually you hitting this part here, which is a bit stronger, or maybe hitting the gun mantlet, who's also having a bit of space armor. So I don't expect to be super easy to pen this tank in some of the battles, but we'll just have to see when we play it. If you go into a hull down position, which you might think it's favorable, actually this is making the lower part of the turret quite weak, right? Because you change the angle, you don't get the benefit of that beak if you want, so then you're gonna have a bit of a bigger weak spot here, even though this gets a bit harder to hit. So my recommendation, just looking at armor profile, would be to find flat spots where you can hide the hull. Now we'll jump into those ace tanker gameplay, and thank you Destro for submitting those so we can see some good battles. In both of the battles you will see the BZ going against other competitor tanks, other heavies, but also you will see some nice battles between BZ and BZ, and then you can see how they fare against each other. I hope this mini comparison or mini guide will help you decide if you want to grind this line and if you want to take the BZ.
击穿目标。敌方战车被打中了。命中敌人。又击毁一辆。我们打中了敌人。击穿目标。未能击穿敌方装甲。